We are here to represent the case of Roads and Traffic Authorities, New South Wales v. Philip Dederer. I, myself, Amisha Lakani, student ID number EMV3393, would be representing myself as a narrator. Here, we are there to enact plaintiff.
Hello everybody, my name is Pratiksha Gimre, student ID number KAC3035, and I'll be representing as the plaintiff Philip Dederer. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Umehani, my student ID is DY31168 and I will be representing the mother of the plaintiff Philip Dederer today. Thank you.
Hi there, this is Shikha Dabas, AZZ3083. I'm enacting as the lawyer of the plaintiff today.
Hi everyone, this is Mishpet Takisi. My student ID is NHE3005 and today I'm playing the role of the judge Dunford J. Thank you.
In the matter of case RTA v. Philip Dederer, 2007, HCA 42. Case number 122 of 2007. The New South Wales Court is now in the session. This court will now take its appearances. Please all rise in the honor of Judge Dunford J. is now in the court.
Please be seated. You may proceed now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you like a short summary of the case?
Yeah, please proceed.
I request Philip Dederer, who is the plaintiff, to state what exactly happened that evening with him.
Your Honor, I was as usual with my friends to celebrate New Year, and I went to the Tanqueray Bridge and I just dived into the river and I got myself hurt. That's all I could say for now.
Thank you so much, Philip. Your Honor, his medical condition is not perfect. He's partly paralyzed and he cannot state you the facts in detail. I request his mother, Mrs. Dederer, to tell us in detail what exactly happened that evening and what else she has for us to know.
Good morning. Your Honor, I am the mother of Philip Dederer. My son is in his teenage and he is just 14 years old. It was the New Year's night when he was hanging around with his friend near the Foster Tanqueray Bridge. Our entire family is pretty aware of the place, and many kids, many youngsters of his age usually jump and dive into the river. And as usual, even he has jumped into the river a previous day before the New Year's Eve, but he was safe with no harm. On the day of New Year's evening, he tried to dive instead of jumping with his head facing downwards towards the ground and hit himself severely. Although he said he sad instead of hearing the signs of forbidding diving, but he still tried to dive out of amusement. So we kindly request the court for the justice to provide for my little son. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Dederer. It was a detailed summary. As Mrs. Dederer said, Your Honor, that locals have been hanging around that bridge. They've been climbing in, they've been diving in, and RTA was aware of that practice. It was a long-standing practice. I have got the RTA statement to state that they were aware that residents are doing it, and they did not take a strict measure to prevent that. The board which is there, it says no diving, no climbing. The railings are there, but they're not strict or they are not tough enough to prevent the citizens from doing so. And it's clear that RTA proved to be negligent, and this is a clear consequence, is a proof that RTA proved negligence towards the resident. Your Honor, RTA definitely had a duty of care towards all the residents who are staying around the Tanqueray Bridge, and clearly RTA breached its duty of care. So I demand justice from you for my client, who is the plaintiff, Philip Dederer, because this teenager is just 14-year-old and he has almost lost he was almost on the verge of losing his life. He's got paralyzed because of that act and because of RTH negligence. So I request you to provide for the damages done to the plaintiff.
Similar to this case, I would like to throw a light on the cases of Peter Joseph Halen versus the New South Wales Rugby Union Limited. This happened in the year of 2002 under the section 114. The player got injured on the ground and he sued the New South Wales Rugby Union Limited. He was unable to win the case as he failed to prove the facts. And on contrary, I also have the recent incident of 2014 for the famous cricketer Philip Hughes, where he was been hit by the bouncer on his neck. The young player died, and though it was not a clear case of negligence, but the Cricket League is undertaking precautionary measures to ensure the safety of players. Thank you.
Well, listening to the scenario, the court held that negligence is proved in the case by the defendant. The Roads and Traffic Authority New South Wales should have installed a barrier that would have been much more difficult to mount the bridge and use for diving. Or they should have modified the bridge to prevent injury. However, there is a contributory negligence by the plaintiff as well. He is a reasonable teenager and was well aware that jumping from the bridge was not safe. He deliberately disregarded the pictogram. Therefore, the court held that 25% of the compensation goes to the plaintiff. The RTA has to provide the rest 75% of the damages. So this is all about the case, and the case is adjourned for today. Thank you.
Your Honor.